All right. So if you're wondering, how do I find out what my strengths are? And more importantly, so first off, I'm going to give you some really important things to understand why you need to know the strengths. Why does it matter? Like, why don't I just do what I do and just be happy, Eddie? I'll explain why that's a terrible idea. And I'll share with you how to find your strengths and how to use them step by step so that everything you do confirms that who you are is all you need to be, right? You're not too much and you're not, you're not worried, you don't have to worry about not being enough. And then use them step by step, okay? I understand why strengths is so important. I've spent, and especially why I care, I spent half my life trying to figure out how to do things that make everybody else around me happy. And I threw it away. I wasted it all. And I wasted it because I didn't know what I'm about to teach you in this video, right? Everything I'm about to teach you in this video is what helps me realize why even spending one moment trying to figure out how to make everyone happy was a waste of time, okay? So I'm going to share that with you right now. I can tell you that the first time what happened was my wife and I were building a network marketing business together. And in the first month, I quit because I couldn't stand all the people saying no to me. I was in a very fragile pace. I had just been fired twice. And that's why we decided we were going to build a network marketing business, because I was tired of working for other people. And in the first month, got a massive amount of no's. Everybody that I thought were friends were ditching me and no longer talking to me. I actually thought that all of my worth was tied to my job. And because I didn't have a job anymore, nobody I knew wanted to talk to me. So yeah, you better believe in the first month I quit. And I told my wife, look, you're doing well. You want to do this. You go ahead. I'm going to be super dad and I'm going to just take care of everything. I want to make sure the kids are fed. I'm going to make sure the homework's done. Everyone's bathed. The house is clean. Babe, you just go do it. And I backed her up 100%. And I spent a year and a half of my life getting completely lost in this, trying to be a dad, trying to be super dad, and avoiding everything about me because I believed at that point, nobody believed I was valuable. So I lost a year and a half of my life doing that. And then after our business started to take off and my wife started to crush it, I got to quit my job and come home with her and tried to build a business with her. And I wasted another year of my life trying to do everything her way. It was a nightmare. I remember the first time somebody came to my house because I was going to tell them about how this is a great business opportunity because I got to quit my job. And that person, after I was done giving my presentation, couldn't get out of my house fast enough. And by the time she was gone, I looked at my wife and I was like, what do you think? And she goes, what the hell was that? It was embarrassing. And it was miserable. It was painful. I freaking hated the whole thing. Our network marketing business success was the worst thing that could have happened to me at that time. Because ultimately, I was now in a place where I had to move fast in my mind. And the only way I knew how to do things was my wife's way. Cut to many years later where I'm trying to still figure out what my way is. And I got introduced to strengths. And this right here is your first lesson with strengths. When you take the strengths assessment, you don't just find out how you are like or not alike most people. You actually find out this thing right here. You find out this most important. I want you to write this down, put it in the chat and comments, whatever. When you take the strengths assessment, the chances of another person having the same top 5 as you in that same order is 1 in 33 million. Now, based on how many people are on the planet, that's about 300 people. Okay, I'm going to repeat that to you. This is why strengths is important. You get 35 strengths when you take this assessment that I'm talking about right now. And when you, with your just the top 5 alone, it shows how you can be similar or very similar to about 300 people in the whole planet. And like I said, you get 34 strengths, my friend. The chances of anybody having that same strengths report as you in that order is massive. It's huge. It's bigger than 1 in 130 billion. Way bigger than that. Now, why do I say 130 billion? Is because they estimate that by the year 2050, there will have been 130 billion people born. Do you get it? When you get your strengths report, the strengths that you get from 1 through 34 is a combination that nobody has ever been able to have or ever will be able to have. Do you understand? When you get your full 34 report, stop it with the top 5. The top 5 is kids play. You deserve so much better than that. When you get your full 34 report, it shows you how you are infinitely unique. You are different than anybody that's ever been. I wish I could go back to that Eddie who was sitting there trying to do a business presentation to someone across from him who's trying to do it the wrong way, which is someone else's way. I wish I could go back to Eddie and say, Eddie, you being you is enough. But here is the problem. How many times have you all been told that the best way to do things is to just be yourself? And the people that told you to just be yourself, if you turned around and asked them, okay, I'm in, I'm with you, how do I do that? They would just give you a blank stare. I don't know. I don't know how to tell you how to be you. I don't know. I barely even know who I am. The point I'm trying to make here, my friends, is this strengths report shows 2 things. Number 1, how you are infinitely unique. And the next time somebody gives you advice to just be yourself, you have it in your hand. It's right there. Comment below. What does it mean to you that you are infinitely unique? I just want you to answer that. What does it mean to you? What is the uplifting message to you to find out that I have proof that who you are is infinitely unique, can never be or ever will be duplicated? The next thing is that your strengths report, when you get it, it shows you 2 more things that are massively important. Okay? Number 1, it shows everything you care about that must be honored with everything you do. I'm going to say that 4 times so you understand it. The reason why we hesitate in trying to get the things that we want. Okay, hesitate is you're here and you want to get here and you move, and you hesitate, and then you start to roll backwards. That hesitation process, the reason why that's happening is because there's something that's super important to you that must be honored with everything you do. And when you know what that is, you stay consistent. Your strengths report shows, once again, that what matters to you that must be honored with everything you do. Productivity, creativity, inspiration, or connection, or a combination of 2 or 3. These things must be honored with everything you do. The second thing it shows is specifically, step by step, how you do it in an infinitely unique way. A way that no one in the whole world could duplicate. Only you. Your strengths report shows what you care about that must be honored with everything you do, and how you specifically do it step by step in a way that no one in the world could ever do it. Just you. And it's going to work, but only about 100% of the time. All right? So those are the 2 things that this strengths report shows. In the top 10 strengths, the top 10 or 15-ish, it shows everything you care about and how you're going to do everything in a way that is unique to you. Here's another thing it shows, because this is who you are, my friends. We're going up one more thing, the bottom strengths. The bottom strengths between about 26 and 34. This shows the strengths of who you try to become when you doubt yourself, when you worry that you're going to be too much, or you worry you're not going to be enough. And don't tell me you don't doubt yourself, because everybody does. I don't care. I've coached and worked with multimillionaires. I've coached them. I've worked with them. I've learned about them. They've become my friends. And those people doubt themselves just as much as you do, because they worry that who they are is going to be too much, or they worry that who they are is not going to be enough. And so where you want to understand is your bottom strengths is where you try to become, who you try to become when you're doubting yourself, when you think who you are is the wrong person for the thing that you feel called to do. So when you doubt yourself, here's your bottom strengths. These are the things you try to become, and you'll see it. You'll see it massively. When I learned that harmony was my 34 strength, and the reason why that is 34 is because I become physically drained and weird when I'm worried about what you people are going to think about me. That's when I gave it up. I spent a whole year of my life. 2020 was the greatest year that ever happened to me because I committed that year to just being who I am every single day. Every single day. And I learned that not worrying about what other people are going to think about me made me stand out and helped me love who I am and generated a multiple six-figure income. I'm about to have my first $1 million year, my friends. I'm so excited. And help me become a marriage. My marriage is amazing. It's wonderful. It's so much better. My ability to parent my kids. I mean, I started a podcast with my teenagers. It's a dream come true. My kids want to do what I do. My friends, it's like all the things I've ever wanted. My health is improving, all the things. This is what I'm trying to teach you, because I realized in those bottom strengths, I was trying to become something I'm not. And now I know what it is. And if you don't know what your top strengths are, if you don't know what must be honored with everything you do, if you don't know your specific, unique combination of ways of doing things, and you don't know who it is you're trying to become when you doubt yourself, my gosh, my friends, I don't know how you're going to do life. I keep looking back on my life and I'm like, how did I do this without my strengths? I'm like beside myself. Now I'm helping thousands of people love who they are and create authentic results in their life. Imagine, my friend, right here, and I'll wrap up on this. Imagine every dollar you make contributes to you believing in you. Imagine every relationship you create contributes to you believing in you. Imagine every a child you parent contributes to you believing in you. Imagine your health improving in a way that contributes to you believing in you. Imagine looking in the mirror and without faking it, being able to say, I love who I am. Because the people around me want it. And it's all I want to be. It's all I want to be.